Welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet, and today we are going to learn how to create this granny square. And it's a little bit more interesting than your very basic granny square. It's still super simple, but this one's got the open corners, which gives it a lot more interest in your finished product. And once you learn how to do this granny square, you will be able to work on a couple of the projects that I've got out on my crochet blog, crazycoolcrochet.com. And one of them is the Crazy Granny Tassels Pillow. And another project is the Boho Festival Top vest with long fringe. Really nice projects that you'll be able to work on even as a beginner. So let's get started. And I am using just a basic number 4 worsted weight yarn and a H or a 5mm hook. I'm going to start with the slip knot and chain 4. Now this is assuming that you've already learned the basic stitches. This is going to be all double crochets, and if you haven't, then please go back to the beginning of this series and you'll learn how to do your basic stitches. So we're going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4. We're going to form a ring by joining in the first chain with a slip stitch. If I can get in there. There's a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to form a double crochet and 2 chains. Now we're going to do 3 double crochets in the same circle. 2, 3, and a chain 2. The chain 2s are forming corners, as you will see in a minute. We'll do another 3 double crochets, again in that same circle. Another chain 2 for a corner. Another 3 double crochets. And another chain 2 for a corner, and then 2 double crochets to finish it off. And now we're going to join into that beginning chain 5 and the 3rd chain with a slip stitch. Okay, so now you've got 4 clusters of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's your corners. Okay, so now we are going to chain 3, and we will enter 2 double crochets in that chain 2 space. 1, 2, chain 2 for the corner. 2 double crochets in the same space. Now we're going to enter double crochets into the tops of the double crochets on that first row. So I'm going to enter into that first one, a double crochet, into the second one, and into the third one. And then 2 double crochets in that corner space. Now we should have 7 double crochets on that row right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay. Now another chain 2 to form that corner, and then 2 more double crochets in that same space. And then again, a double crochet in the top of each double crochet from the first row. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space in that corner. 1, 2, and again we should have 7 in that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then chain 2 to form another corner. 2 double crochets in that same open space there. Double crochet on top of each of the 3 in the row below. And then 2 double crochets in that space, that chain 2 space. And then chain 2 to form that corner. And now 2 more double crochets in that same corner. And then a double crochet in 2 of the double crochets below. Let me try that one again. So there's 1, 2, and now we should have 7 for that row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to join into that beginning chain 3 at the top there. So now you can see how you have formed your 4 rows here, your 4 lines with the corner spaces. And you can see how this is forming that granny square. Now we'll do the exact same thing for a couple more rows. So chain 3, enter into the first double crochet in the next 2. And then the 2 double crochets in the corner, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then chain 2 to form the corner again. And 2 double crochets in the same corner, and then enter a double crochet on top of each of the double crochets in the row below. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then the 2 in that corner space, 2 double crochets, and then the chain 2 to form another corner. Now you should have 11, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So if you might have caught on, we are adding 2 to each side. For each additional row, you're adding 2 on each side. So we went 3, 7, 11. Okay, now 2 more double crochets into that same corner. And then the double crochet on top of each double crochet below. So now I'm going to pause the video and go all the way across, all the way around, exactly the same way, and then I'll come back and we'll end it together and tie it off. Okay, we've come back to that first row that we had started. And we entered the 2 double crochets in that corner. Now we're going to enter a double crochet on top of the next 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do that. And 1 more, that'll be 3. And now again we should have 11. So we started with the 2 in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So now we're going to join with that first chain 3, close up that row, and there we go. And then we're going to chain 3 for the last row. And of course, depending on what the pattern calls for, you'll do as many rows as it requires. Okay, so again into that first double crochet, and each one from that row below. And then the 2 in the corner, and then the chain 2, another 2 in the corner, and then a double crochet in each of the double crochets in the row below, 2 in the corner, chain 2, 2 in the corner, and just keep it going. Very easy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you finish that off, and then I'll come back when we're done with that last row. Okay, we've come back to the beginning row. We're going to enter that 2 double crochets in the corner, and then 1 on top of each of the double crochets below. Now we should have 15. We should have had 15 in each row. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. And we're going to join on the top of that beginning chain 3 with a slip stitch, and then that would be the end of it. We would finish it off. Well, that's the end of this sample square. And then you would tie it off, weave in the ends as usual. And that's it. Now the granny square is super versatile. There are so many projects you can do with this once you learn the basics. And like I said, you'll be able to do a couple of the projects that you will find over at crazycoolcrochet.com. So I'm going to go ahead and leave some links in the white space below the video. And while you're at it, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I would appreciate that so much. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.